Greetings, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be looking at Chief Chingaira Makoni, the African leader executed in 1896 for resisting British colonial rule. Chief Chingaira Makoni was a prominent leader of the Makoni people in what is now eastern Zimbabwe. He is remembered for resisting British colonial forces during the First Chimurenga of 1896 to 1897. This was the Shona and Ndebele uprising against the British South Africa Company. For his refusal to submit to British colonial rule and his active resistance against their attempts to seize the land, he was captured and executed by firing squad in 1896. While little is recorded about Chief Makoni's early years, it is believed he was born into Royal Makoni chieftaincy in what is now eastern Zimbabwe. As a traditional leader, he would have inherited not only the title of chief but also responsibility of safeguarding his people's land, culture, and sovereignty. His rise to prominence came at a time when British imperial forces, through the British South Africa Company, were rapidly expanding into indigenous territories, violently seizing land, extracting resources, and attempting to dismantle local leadership structures. Despite the lack of formal documentation about his upbringing, Chief Makoni's actions during the First Chimurenga reveal a man of remarkable courage and tactical intelligence. By the time British forces advanced into his territory, Makoni was already a respected and influential leader. During the First Chimurenga, a coordinated uprising by the Shona and Ndebele people against the oppressive British South Africa Company rule, Chief Makoni emerged as a fearless defender of his people's rights and ancestral lands. He strongly opposed the encroachment of British settlers who were seizing indigenous lands for farming and mining. From his stronghold at Gwindingwi Mountain near present-day Rusape, Makoni led a determined resistance against the British colonial forces. Chief Makoni's military prowess was put to the test during the battles of Gwindingwi, where he, alongside his soldiers, repelled a large force of 230 colonial soldiers led by Lieutenant Colonel Alderson. Armed with guns and unmatched courage, Makoni's warriors defeated the invaders, even killing Captain Alfred Ernest Haynes in battle. This victory marked one of the fiercest early confrontations in the anti-colonial struggle. Enraged by the defeat, the colonial forces regrouped with greater numbers, about 440 men, now armed with Maxim guns, which is one of the first fully automatic machine gun, and also they had dynamite. Their mission, to crush Makoni's resistance once and for all. The intensified bombardment eventually overwhelmed Makoni's position, though not without prolonged and stubborn resistance from the chief and his followers, who used the Gwindingwi caves for cover and tactical advantage. Chief Makoni's opposition had become a strategic threat to the British, particularly because he disrupted the key transport and communication routes between Salisbury, which is now Harare, and Old Umtali, which is now Mutare. To contain his influence, Major Watts was tasked with securing the area, assisted by the West Riding Regiment and heavy artillery including a 7-pounder gun. The British launched successive night attacks on Makoni's kraal in the late August 1896. Despite multiple offensives, Makoni and his soldiers remained elusive, retreating into the intricate cave networks. At one point, Makoni sent a message offering to surrender on the condition that his life be spared. However, colonial authorities refused to guarantee his safety, demanding that he submit to a trial first. Unwilling to trust their word and adamant in his innocence regarding the murders he was accused of, Makoni continued the resistance. Armed with dynamite, the colonial forces began bombing the caves, causing massive destruction. Yet Chief Makoni refused to yield. It wasn't until September 4th, 1896, that he was finally captured, either during an attempted escape or while approaching to negotiate a surrender. He was swiftly tried by a field general court-martial and found guilty of armed rebellion. That same day, Chief Chingaira Makoni was executed by firing squad. Colonial Officer Harding, who led the firing party, later recalled, "Makoni died a brave man, whether he was a murderer, rebel, or the devil incarnate." Today, Chief Chingaira Makoni is more than a historical figure. He is a legend among the people of Makoni and beyond. His heroism during the First Chimurenga is commemorated in oral traditions, historical texts, and national memories.